So silky. Cooking with silk. So smooth. So silky. Cooking with silk.
Hello, and welcome to Cooking with Silk. My name is Tu Tran, and this is the cat that I cook with, Silk. Silk! Silk, what are you doing? Uh-huh. Wow. How interesting. My teapot is going off right now. I'm cooking water for coffee. So I'm just washing my French press and I'm getting ready to make myself some breakfast. I woke up a couple hours ago. It was pretty cool. And now I'm hungry. And for breakfast, I think I'm going to fry myself some eggs and some bitter melon. Bitter melon's pretty good if you like bitter stuff. I didn't like eating bitter melon when I was little because it's bitter. Oh no! But now that I'm a grown-up, I love bitter stuff like coffee and bitter melon and arugula and all kinds of other bitter stuff like that. Sounds like my coffee is going to be made soon. It's because the water's done boiling. So I have some bitter melon in my refrigerator and I just pulled it out. I just have one. It's from my garden. There's like a rotten part in the middle, so I just cut that part off and I'm going to throw that away. I used to love eating rotten stuff, but not anymore. I had some problems with that and I learned my lesson. So now I'm a little bit more careful about what I eat. It looks like I shouldn't put it in my body, and I don't. This bitter melon's pretty good.
Delicious.
It's about, I guess, 1.5 inches wide, and I just cut it in quarters. So one side is 3 inches, and the other side is about 4 or 5 inches. So it's about an 8-inch, 9-inch bitter melon. Big one.
Yeah.
So once I cut it in half, I scoop out the insides, and the bitter melon is ripe when it's red in the middle, but this one is not. This one is still kind of yellowish, whitish yellowish.
Hell yeah.
So I just scoop out the inside, just like you would any other melon, like a cantaloupe or a honeydew. You cut in half and you scoop out the seeds. And these seeds has like a white pulp and these hard seeds in there. Yeah, you don't want to eat that. You just want to eat the flesh, which is bitter and delicious.
Delicious.
So I'm just scooping out all the white stuff. Thinking about what I'm going to put next in it. I might not eat this whole melon. I'll probably just eat half of it and save the other half for maybe tomorrow. Today I'm just going to have some scrambled eggs and bitter melon, which is a classic dish. A wonderful way to eat very healthy fruit. I hear it's really good for diabetes. That's just what I hear. If you eat it, then it just nourishes your body, and it has vitamins too, so that could be cool. But that's not why I eat it. I eat it because it tastes good. So now I'm just going to get more stuff out. I got a frying pan. This is a 9-inch frying pan. It's non-stick. I'm going to put away half my bitter melon. So I have half of my 9-inch bitter melon, and then I'll cling wrap the other half and put it away in my refrigerator, my cool box, sometimes I call it. And now, what else? I'll eat 2 eggs, and then I kind of want to put some herbs in it. So I have to go outside and cut some scallions. So I'll do that real quick. I'm going to put on my little shoes. These are Crocs. I like them. I'm not sponsored by Crocs, but I could be one day. So now I'm outside and talking to myself, my garden, walking towards my scallion bed. The scallions are grown very tall, all the way up to my chest. So I'm just gonna cut one. It's a little slimy before I cut it, but it's kind of exciting to me. Slimy plus all that scallion juice will be in the eggs later. And that's just flavor, which is cool. I love onion flavor. So I'm gonna give my scallion a rinse. Hey Silk, what are you doing, Silk? Silk really doesn't like loud noises. Kitty, are you hungry? She doesn't get food until later. I just ask her that, hypothetically. So now I'll just cut up my stuff. I'm gonna keep this pretty simple. It's gonna be my bitter melon, my 1 scallion, and 2 eggs. So that's what I'm gonna eat. Maybe I need a carbohydrate. So I think typically you would eat this with rice. But I'm too lazy to cook rice this morning or right at this moment. So I'm gonna eat this with toast.
Oh, yeah.
So let me get that out too. I have this bread. It says famous German pumpernickel by Delba. It's like one of those like health breads that's a rectangle. It's about like maybe 9:16 ratio rectangle. So I'll just put that in my air fryer for now, but not turn it on yet. And now I'll slice my bitter melon. I'm gonna slice this paper thin, or as thin as I can. So now the bitter melon look like cute half moons with a scalloped edge, and they're a beautiful green color. I just cut 1 scallion from my garden, and it was about 24 inches long. So I just cut one, not 1 scallion, but like one stalk. So now I'm also cutting that really small, like this. Cutting it just like paper thin. I don't know what that means. 1/32 of an inch wide? Yeah, that's how wide I'm cutting it. 1/64 of an inch wide is how wide I'm cutting my scallions right now, and that's also the width of my bitter melon as well. And as far as measurement goes, this looks like about 1 cup, or like 1 small rice bowl of bitter melon, and then like 2 tablespoons or so of scallions, and then 2 eggs. And then I'm actually going to turn on my air fryer now. I just have it set to toast, and at the timer set to 5 minutes. If you don't have one, you can toast bread at home however you like, on the toaster, in the oven, on the stove, on the burner, with a blowtorch, with your lighter. Lots of ways to toast bread. Also lots of ways to make this bitter melon thing. I don't make it this way all the time. I'm just making it this way today. So I'll turn on my stove. And just blasting it high. What kind of oil will I use? I want to use coconut oil.
Flavorful.
Yeah, I'll use coconut oil. I have this big jar of coconut oil. It's from Cocoa Planet. It was like a 30-ounce jar. It's really big. It's about like the size of my thigh. Yeah, I like frying stuff in coconut oil because I like that flavor. I heard it's healthy, so that's also an incentive, the rumor of health. But otherwise, I enjoy coconut flavor and a lot of food. Now I'm going to close the lid and wait for the coconut oil to melt. The pan's just getting hot now. There it goes, just floating around. And I want to let that get hot before I throw the bitter melon in there. I'm also going to get my plate out because it's going to be done hot and fast. So once the pan gets ripping hot, I'll throw my bitter melon in there. We're starting to do that. There we go. That's the sound you want to hear. And your food hits the pan.
Oh, yeah.
Just flipping it a bunch. I keep the pan blasting because I want the edges to get brown. I want it to get a little soft. I want it to stay a little crispy. And I want the edges to get brown. Ooh, Silk is very excited because the food just went. Silk is eating her lunch. She eats dry food. Hey, Silk. Did you have a good lunch? Did you have fun? Silky, is there something interesting out the window? Oh, it looks like a handsome tuxedo cat. Is that Walter, one of your lovers? Yeah, he's so hot. He's a little dopey, but that's cute. He sort of looks like a bunny. Long legs. Ooh, yeah. He's got a big nose, but he's got nice eyes. What is that he has in his mouth? Ooh, Silky, maybe it's a gift for you. Oh, hey, Walter. What do you got there? A plastic bag? You found a good one there. Nice, thick Foot Locker bag. Yeah, thicker plastic. Well, go have fun, little kitties. Don't eat too much of that plastic bag now. Cats. Okay, so I just poured like a little bit of fish sauce in there. And then some pepper. Black pepper. Oh, my pepper mill is empty, so I'll just use this steak seasoning. So this is like a steak seasoning from something you might get at Costco. I'm just using this because I just want the pepper out of it. But there's all the stuff in there is inconsequential. Says coarse salt, black and red pepper, garlic, onion, sunflower oil, paprika, harmless things. Oh, so the pan is still ripping hot. Oops. And I'm actually turning it down now. Because the fish sauce has caramelized. And now I'm gonna crack the 2 eggs right on top. Right on top of the bitter melon. And let that cook about like maybe halfway. Throw my eggshells away because I'm a neat freak. Now I'm gonna get a spoon. You can use a spatula if you like, but I'm just gonna use the spoon that I'm gonna eat with later. I'm probably gonna use a fork actually. I'm gonna give this a light toss so that the eggs kind of marbleize. And yeah, this looks great. So this is sort of like a soft scramble bitter melon. Ooh, while the eggs are still soft, like right before they're done, I throw the scallions in. And this looks actually really good. I'm very excited to eat this. Ooh, I bet my toast is ready. I'm gonna get that out pretty soon. I'm gonna turn off the pan. The eggs are done. So I turn off my pan when the eggs are soft and the edges are a little brown. So it's very like unevenly cooked eggs, which is what I like because I like the variation in texture. I like parts that are a little crispy and I like parts that are a little bit gooey. And I like experiencing variation in textures when I eat anything. I had to turn the air fryer back on because the toast wasn't crunchy enough. So while I'm waiting for that, I'm just doing the dishes.
Doing the dishes is so much fun.
I'm washing a little cup that I had forgot to wash the night before. It had coffee in it. Oh, I should turn my water back on for coffee. I don't know why I turned it off earlier, but now it's back on. And now my little cup is washed and my little spoon is washed as well. I'm going to put some coffee grounds into my little coffee press. Right now I'm drinking chock full of nuts, gourmet roast, mild, smooth, aromatic. This one's okay. I just buy the big can and it lasts me about a month or 2. So I find that to be a good value. Very sensible coffee choice. I'm putting in 4 little scoops of coffee into my French press. and waiting for my coffee to boil, or not my coffee, but my water. Okay, it boiled, so I turned it off. Wait till the water. When I'm waiting for water to boil, making coffee, I wait for the water to stop boiling, and till there's like no bubbles, and then I pour it over the coffee. I tell myself a lot of things that I want to hear. Now I'm gonna wash my cutting board. It's really fun. It's a big cutting board. And then when I'm done washing my cutting board, I just let it dry right on the stove because it's not being used right now. And while my toast is finished toasting, I'm gonna go into the fridge and get some butter. I have a stick of butter. That has 4 tablespoons left and the paper's still around it. So I'm just gonna peel the paper gently away so that I can use it to spread onto my bread without using a knife. That's good enough. I know my toast is done when the edges curl up a little bit and it feels a little bit hard on the outside. So this toast right now is perfect, but now my plate is too small. I have to get a slightly larger plate because the bread is a non-standard size. It's just non-standard 9:16 ratio instead of the normal 4:3. Okay, use a flat plate. Okay, so I have my plate. I'm gonna put my toast on my plate, which I already did, and now I'm spreading butter on it, like spreading a glue stick on paper, except it's butter on bread. So I have that, and then I'm going to cut my bread first. My 9:16 ratio bread. I'm going to cut it in half so that it's like 2 little squares. And then I'm going to cut the 2 little squares into triangles so that's easy for me to pick up. Little toast triangles, So I put my eggs on top of my toast. Bitter melon, scrambled eggs with scallion, with fish sauce, and pepper with toast. Pumpernickel German toast. This looks great. So I'm going to try some of these eggs. I'll do an audio mukbang for you. Really good. Very pleased with my results. Very easy too. Ooh, I'll put a little bit of hot peppers on it.
Spicy.
Because I have some pre-sliced in my fridge because I love myself and I prepare little things like this for myself, like little containers of pre-sliced chili peppers that I can put on all my meals. So right now I'm placing little chili peppers on my toast and eggs, and that's going to make each bite that much more exciting. This is so good.
Flavorful.
Please enjoy bitter melon scrambled eggs on toast one day if you get a chance to. Suki, you're back. How'd it go with Walter? Oh, there were other cats too? It wasn't just Walter? Like how many? How many did you do? Oh, interesting. Did you guys have fun? Uh-huh. 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 Oh. Oh yeah? Wow, cool. Silky. Silky. Silk. Silk.
Thank you for listening to Cooking with Silk.